Students, here we go. These are the answers for the matching section. Make sure that you know the words. Make sure you know where they go. The one that you might forget about, tessellation. We don't talk about it much, but it's going to be those shapes that repeat. So, example, if I had this shape right here, you could take this shape and without an overlap, you'd cover an entire plane with it. Where it's got that, it's got a curve here, two straight sides, and it fills up the whole paper. But other than that, those are the answers to the front page. Make sure you know your vocabulary. Moving on. We've got our triangle. We want to do some transformations, or translations rather. You're going to move that triangle. It gives us our x change and our y change. So let's go ahead and get this triangle done. I've got a -3, 1. So -3, +1. I've got an 8, -5. So over here we've got 8, -5. And then I have a -3, -5. It's going to be right there. Now, for a lot of these, you can take and you can hand calculate out where your new points are going to be. And that's fine. I'm just going to take and count because it's a little bit faster. Let's get started. So on my first one, I'm going to move -3 for my x and +4 for my y for each of my new points. So I've got -3, +4 for my new a value. I've got -3, +4 for my new c value. And I've got -3, +4 for my new b value. And this is going to be my first triangle. And it's going to be moved up 4, and to the left 3. My second triangle, we're going to go over 1 to the right and then down 1. So over, down, and over, down. And it's going to look just like that. My last one, I'm going to the left 1 and then down 2. So I've got left 1, down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, down 2. You'll notice we do all of our images from the same pre-image, so it's not like we're moving this triangle in 3 different times. We're moving it once, and we're doing that one time 3 different ways. So it's all from that same pre-image, and those are your 3 triangles. Moving on to this second one, we've got this line, AB. We're going to reflect it 4 times. So I've got AB at -1, 3, and 4, 2. Here's my little line. First thing we're going to do is reflect across the x-axis. I'm just going to use a black pen so I can get all 4 in a different color. When I reflect across the x-axis, the best way to do it is just flip that y. You're 2 away, so we're going to be 2 under to give us a nice solid reflection. And if you'll look at it, it looks like it's been reflected over that x-axis. My y = 2. Make sure you know your horizontal and vertical lines because they love to do that to you on the test. Is give you a horizontal or vertical line. In this case, we've got a horizontal line at y = 2. To use the same method that we did on the x, we're 1 away from this line, so I'm going to be 1 away over here. We're on the line, so of course we'll be on the line again for that second one. My third line, we're going to be cross y = x. Now, a lot of you are going to switch to a different method, and that's fine. I'm going to show you how to continue using the counting method here in a second. But one method that's taught for y = x is you will flip your points. So instead of -1, 3, it's going to be 3, -1. And instead of 4, 2, it's going to be 2, 4. Alright? So those are the points. But you can still use the counting method. You just have to count diagonally to y = x. So this is diagonal 1 space. We'll have to go diagonal 1 space to the other side as well. You'll notice that's 2, 4. That's that first point. This one is diagonal 1, 2 spaces away. So diagonal 1, 2 spaces away for the other one. You'll notice that this is 3, -1. It's that other point. So it does not matter which method you use. They are all effective. You just need to find one that works for you. This one, I will show you the counting method first, just to mix it up, and then I will show you how to do it using a little logic and reason. Same way we did y = x. So diagonal, it's 1 diagonal away for this point, so it will be 1 diagonal away for this other point. This one is 1, 2, 3 diagonals away. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 diagonals away. We'll get that second point. So you can still use the counting method to grab it. For y equals negative x, though, you can also you flip the points, and then you reverse the sign. So instead of 3, negative 1, it's going to be negative 3, positive 1. You'll notice that was my first point. And instead of 2, 4, it's going to be negative 2, negative 4. And you'll notice that was my second point. So there are a lot of different ways to do the reflection, but at the end of each reflection, it should look like you have bounced it across whichever line that you draw to reflect it. So make sure it looks like it is flipped over that line, and you should be alright. Moving to the last one, we've got triangle, so let's draw it with black. I've got negative 2, negative 2, I've got negative 5, negative 2, and I've got negative 2, negative 4. Lots of ways to do this. You guys have all seen the AB rotation, so you've got AB for 0 degrees. If you're rotating about the origin, you've got negative BA for 90 degrees. You've got negative A, negative B for 180 degrees, and then you've got B, negative A for 270 degrees. And this is an excellent method to use it if you like having a process, if you don't want to do a lot of visual. And let's just use that method, and then I'll talk about some of the other ones. So we want a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. So instead, if this is A, B, I'm going to flip them, and I'm going to make my B negative. So it's going to be 2, 2 again, but the first two will be positive. So I got it, I flip them, same numbers, and then I make that X value opposite. So I'll have 2, negative 2, I'll have 2, negative 5, and then I'll have 4, negative 2 for my last one. And to plot those up, they're going to look just like this, and you'll notice it looks like I have taken this and swung it around for a nice 90-degree rotation, always counterclockwise, unless otherwise stated. 180 degrees, we'll go to this. It's negative A, negative B, so instead of 2, 2, instead of negative 2, negative 2, it's going to be positive 2, positive 2. Same thing for my 5 and my 2, same thing for my 4 and my 2, and it will look just like this. Wait. Yeah, just like that. And you'll notice swings around again, real nice. My last one, 270 degrees, again, if I'm following my pattern, it's going to be B, negative A. So let me just draw it. I know what it's going to look like. We don't have to. I don't want to mess up my math. That'd be embarrassing. So we'll have negative 2, 2. We'll have negative 2, 5, and we'll have negative 4, 2. All right. So lots of different ways to do it. You can use paper and rotate it around. You can use the AB method, which is fine. And you can also, there are a lot of people that can just in their head take it, turn it, and kind of place the points as they go. All of them are fine. Just find a way that works for you, and you will most likely be successful.